Things, nanotechnology and healthcare, digital education and e-commerce development, the modern world stands on the threshold of large-scale changes in daily lives of people and the economy of entire regions. Even as we speak, the experts call these transformations as the fourth industrial revolution, describing them in consistent history of previous technological explosions. In a special program, Digital Kazakhstan, we tell about how they affect the internal processes in the Republic. In today's program, see new trends in education, 3D production from Almaty students, the success story of mobile application developer Arman Suleimanov. Education around the world is undergoing major changes. According to experts, 40% of the current first graders will study the profession which is not in the current university program. Therefore, a natural question arises, what and how to teach children in a dynamically changing world? In Kazakhstan, a number of programs and projects aimed at educating the intellectual nation responded to the challenge of the times. This is such an important topical issue for Kazakhstan in order not to be outdone, to be in the trends of modernity. We certainly develop our educational system from schools. Now there are a lot of preschool institutions that teach coding and various forms of STEM, or STEM, as it is called differently, which means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. One of the first steps towards digitization and modernization of Kazakhstani education was the widespread introduction of such a relatively new scientific direction for the country as robotics. Trend is set by the capital. This summer, within the framework of the World Specialized Exhibition, Astana Expo 2017, the third qualifying robotics championship, World Robot Olympiad, was held.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want to congratulate everybody who has been invited to take part in this final stage of the national competition. So all 300 participants, my heartfelt congratulations.
School children from 8 to 17 years old took part in the championship. Young investors competed in 3 categories: basic, creative, and football of robots. As a result of the competition, the school children received not only certificates and valuable prizes, but also an opportunity to represent Kazakhstan on the world stage.
I understand that the winners that we're going to soon recognize are going to be, forming the national team that will compete in the World Olympics for robotics in November in Costa Rica.
It is noteworthy that the youngest member of the championship in robotics is only 8 years old. However, as experts say, it is far from a record. Therefore, in this Almaty Educational Center, children begin to master robotics from the age of 6. Today, a total of about 100 children are studying here who are not indifferent to the world of engineering. I love robotics because you can build robots. We build birds, all kinds of things, and ships. Exciting lessons in robotics help kids to develop imagination, spatial thinking, and fine motor skills. Moreover, for older children, these courses are not only an entertaining hobby, but also an opportunity in practice to apply the knowledge gained in the lessons of mathematics, geometry, and physics. They study such simple concepts as sequence, algorithm. There is a cycle with it. You can make sounds, work with sensors, and turn on a motor. The models are very interesting. They use some basic elements of mechanics, simple gears, cam junctions, that make it interesting to animate the model. It is noteworthy that not only private educational centers, but also general education schools began to open the robotics classes. Only in the current year, such electives appeared in almost 100 educational institutions of the country. By mid-2018, this figure is planned to increase by 20 times. Today, we are practicing the skill of conducting a scientific experiment. Nazarbayev Intellectual School of the Chemical Biological Direction, located in the city of Almaty, belongs to one of the most advanced educational institutions in the Republic. It is equipped with integration cabinets, technical modeling, nanobiotechnology, robotics, and advanced laboratories in key scientific disciplines. The modern society is so full of information, diverse carriers, and fancy programs designed to facilitate our life that we must come to this in the school too. During laboratory work, DNA is extracted from the cell. The products are checked for the percentage of protein, and the degree of contamination of river water is read. All these manipulations are carried out on the newest European equipment, which is preferred by the world's leading research institutes. The Nazarbayev Intellectual School program is a program that will allow students to study abroad without prior preparation. No need for language training because they are fluent in 3 languages. In addition, their knowledge is adapted to the requirements of the European standard.
Их знания адаптированы под требования европейского стандарта.
Such an approach already brings tangible benefits, so among the latest achievements of local students is a mobile application that facilitates the monitoring of student performance. It was developed and commissioned by the 10th form student Yerzhan Kabdi-Kairov, who categorically did not like the basic electronic journal. Our website was very uncomfortable and was made very crookedly. In addition, the use of the estimator was also uncomfortable earlier. Moreover, in my opinion, this application can help students well. Yerzhan is engaged in programming from the 8th grade, but updating the electronic diary is his first serious project. Already today, the application of a young developer has been downloaded by over 1,000 of his peers. Similar student potential continues to be developed in specialized IT universities, whose number in the Republic has increased significantly in recent years. These universities are preparing specialists of a new generation with deep knowledge of all information technologies, management, economics, and communication skills. The educational process here is trying to build in such a way that students have time for scientific research. Therefore, Gaziz Tursinbek, a sophomore of the university named after Suleiman Demirel, studies higher mathematics and in his spare time studies the development of mobile applications. And within 3 months, I did 2 products such as Mathematics Alemai. Mathematics Alemai is an application that in a game form helps users quickly learn to count in their head and also maintain their mental and logical abilities in tone. The most talented students are involved in the technoparks of the university and actively participate in the hackathon competitions for developers. Here they can not only introduce new software or IT products, but also try to monetize it. After all, investors who are ready to invest in the intellectual potential of the Republic traditionally visit hackathons. We want to be a bridge between a student and business so that students can, while studying at the university, work on real projects. Studying in the 2nd or 3rd course, they can do projects not in order to get the top 5. They get a top 5, but they get a project for some business. Moreover, to earn and to receive an estimation, we will explain. Here at the university, there is a student's laboratory of 3D modeling, where specialists are trained in one of the professions of the future. The 3D printing industry as such appeared in Kazakhstan only a few years ago, and high-quality masters who are versed in the industry on the market is a certain deficit. Trying to fill this niche, university professors succeeded so much that they already managed to launch a joint project with the National Postal Operator for the production of souvenirs. Suppose you want a keychain. You go to the portal or the postal operator, choose this keychain. Alternatively, 3D layout of Ak-Orda or any building of Almaty or Astana, choose. Click to pay. You pay the cost of these services. In addition, this parcel comes through the mail to you. This product is completely made in Kazakhstan with the help of students. Teaching staff of Kazakhstan universities is actively replenished by graduates of prestigious world universities. Many of them gain practical experience in the Silicon Valley. I'm a graduate of this university. I've been teaching here for many years. A year and a half ago, I won a scholarship and went to probation in the USA in the Silicon Valley. I worked there in a startup. My sphere is artificial intelligence, and we developed a chatbot there, such a personal assistant which allows you to help various kinds of events and buy tickets. 6 months ago, Mahmoud Tomanov returned to his native city after training in America and continued to teach at a Kazakh university. At the same time, he was offered to work again in the Silicon Valley. When I left there, they offered me a job. Now I work off remotely. In parallel, I continue to teach in the SDU, and what is great is that the teacher has the opportunity to work in the industry and pass on his experience. This is especially important in IT, as the technology changes very much, and when you see what is happening in the world, you bring the latest information to the students. Another area where talented young people can realize their projects is the Alatau Park of Innovative Technologies, which has been hosting the international festival Tech Garden Fair for the 3rd consecutive year. Within the framework of this event, a kind of fair of startup ideas is held. This year, about 700 developers participated in it, 40 of which were approved by a competent jury and submitted to the investors' court. On such platforms, they receive accelerations, receive venture investments, primary investments, get an expert opinion from the business side, and find their partners. Thus, there is a process, ideas in the university, supported by educational technologies. In addition, in the end, the output is a product that will generally have a big effect in Kazakhstan. The highlight of this year was a 3D printer manufactured in Kazakhstan, costing 3 times lower than foreign analogs. The difference in price is partly dictated by the rather unusual materials for such a device. This is plywood. Plywood is the most convenient material for the construction of anything. In addition, from the outside it was sheathed with 2mm steel to ensure the reliability of the structure. All this was cut on special machines. We were engaged in designing. We prepared the details, and we also prepared the drawings. Once, Arman also participated in such fairs and managed to succeed. Today, he is one of the brightest representatives of the young generation of Kazakhstanis who have achieved significant heights in the field of information technology. Arman graduated from a prestigious American university in Princeton, had time to work in the Silicon Valley. Moreover, in May 2015, together with friends, he founded an IT company to develop mobile applications for both commercial companies and government agencies. This application, Azamat, allows you not to carry with you a technical passport, certificate, etc., so that all documents are in the application. An application where any citizen can complain about government agencies, the ComCore application, which allows small businesses to protect themselves from illegal inspections. In total, the studio has developed more than 30 mobile applications for Kazakh consumers. Another project of Arman, a business incubator for the training of beginning programmers, he can boast of even more impressive indicators in 200 web products. For 3 years, more than 300 developers attended the courses. Our mission within the Infactorial frameworks is to create and train 10,000 programmers of a special purpose. Programmers of a special purpose. They will bring about $1 billion per year to the economy of the country through the export of IT services in the long term. According to the recently published forecast of the Ministry of Information and Communications, the number of people employed in the IT industry in 2021 should be about 200,000 people. In this vein, the issue of the development of digital education for Kazakhstan is one of the priority tasks, the solution of which, at the current pace, is just around the corner.